What's up everyone, and welcome to the first of a series of videos called Home Buying 101. So many of the people I speak to in real estate have little to no knowledge about the home buying process, which is sad because everyone wants to own a home at some point in their life. Unfortunately, rather than learning the process themselves, people tend to go to an agent who may or may not actually know the process themselves, and then putting their blind faith in them, signing form after form and wishing for the best. Home Buying 101 will be a series of quick videos that talks at a high level about the different topics that you may have heard of but don't truly understand. My goal for these videos is that whether you're buying your first home or your 10th home, you'll walk away from this feeling like you've learned something new, as well as feeling more empowered in the home buying process. The most common question I get from people usually relates to financing. So I wanted to do this first video on down payments because that tends to be the thing that scares people off the most. So what is a down payment? In its simplest terms, it's the initial payment for when anything is bought on credit. Now, I don't know many people with enough cash sitting around that they can just pull out a suitcase and go and buy that dream home they've been seeing as they scroll through Zillow. And since we don't have that suitcase, we tend to have to go to a lender to help us pay for that house. Because we're asking these lenders for what can be hundreds of thousands of dollars, they like to minimize their risk and like to see us have some skin in the game. That's why we do down payments. All that being said, the down payment requirements can vary quite a bit. Without going too deep into it, there are a number of factors that determine how much you actually have to put down, and I plan to cover these in a future video. These can be things like the type of loan you get, your credit history, the amount of income you have, the amount of debt you have, and many other things. But before you start freaking out, there's one really important thing I have to tell you. The government encourages home ownership, and as a result, if you understand it, the system will enable you to get these type of loans. In fact, there are actually programs out there that will allow you to get 0% downs if you qualify. Let's face it, life happens, and one or many of these factors might not be where you want them to be, and that's okay. The best thing you can do is speak to a good qualified lender to better understand your situation, and you can do this for free and without having to commit to anything. So what does a down payment look like? To use the conventional 30-year fixed rate loan as an example, it has a 3% minimum down payment. To keep the math simple, let's say you're looking for a $100,000 home. You would be required to put 3% down, or $3,000. You would then take a loan out for the remaining 97%, or $97,000. That $97,000 is what you're actually paying the bank back for over the course of your loan. But once that's paid off, you own 100% of your home. One really important term to learn is minimum down payment. Depending on the type of loan you get, this is the lowest amount that the bank will allow you to put into a home when you're getting a loan. Now, you may elect to put more in, but it's always good to know what the minimum down payment is for your specific loan. Now that you understand down payments a little better, you might be thinking, oh, I can pay that. But down payments is just one of many factors when it comes to financing a home. Other things you'll need to consider are things like closing costs and your monthly mortgage payment. I plan to cover these in a future video, so stay tuned. If you like the content in this video, make sure to like the video as well as press the subscribe button so that you're notified when future videos are coming out.